Hey dreamers, this is Jade. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am doing some more journaling in my new creative journal for 2026. So as you can see, I'm starting by putting down a wash of watercolors. These are all Tim Holtz Distress Spray Inks, and I will have the colors listed below if anybody is looking for it, and anything else that I use in the making of this spread. If I remember to link it, it will be in the description box below, so you can check there. Anyway, I'm getting the color down first, and then of course I'm going to have to come in there with my heat gun and get it all dry so I can start my journaling. Now this heat gun I picked up at Hobby Lobby years ago when I used to shop at Hobby Lobby. I don't think I've shopped at Hobby Lobby since 2020 because I did not like their response to the whole COVID thing. And they're kind of problematic anyway. There was like a whole thing with they didn't allow their customers or their workers to if a woman needed birth control or something, they was against that and they wouldn't pay for it and stuff. And I'm like, that's none of your fucking business anyway. But anyway, let me stop. Let me stop and just continue on here. I'm documenting my jet pens order that came in. Now I was in the hospital when it actually came, so I didn't get to open it right away or receive it, but I'm glad it came. I was looking forward to getting my medium nib pilot Kokuno, and I have to apologize or correct myself. I think last journal entry I was saying that the reason I didn't go for fountain pens is because it was tough, like the ink always dried up and it was tough to get it out. That was user error on my part for this pilot Kokuno, at least the one that I was using, the fine one that I got from my friend Alma. It needed a refill already. I didn't think I had used it that much for it to need a refill, but it did, and I remembered that I was filling out my media journal or my media log with it, and also writing my scripting in the morning, so it just ran out of ink and I just needed to refill the ink. So that was the issue with that. So far, honestly, so good with the pilot Kokuno. So this might be a game changer for me as far as fountain pens. I may or may not try a Twisby in the future, but so far these are working for me, and as long as it doesn't do that dried out thing when it still has ink in it, this is good. This is a good for me. So anyway, I am just noting down the day that I got out of the hospital. I was discharged. It was on the 15th, and I had to go home on oxygen, and it took them forever. And I'm talking hours for them to get that all arranged and everything. So during that time, I remembered that my Libby hole for heated rivalry had come through, and it was immediate. Actually, I think I didn't even have to wait in anyway for it. And I was like, I'm here. I've been wanting. I know I want to watch the show when I get home, so I want to read the book first. And so basically, I just got my earphones on, and while I was waiting for them to get my stuff in order for me to be discharged from the hospital, I listened to the entirety of Heated Rivalry on audiobook, and it was fantastic. I loved it. I thought it was very, very cute. And then once I got home, a couple days after, at some point, I ended up actually watching the show on what did it come on? Was it HBO? I can't remember the channel or whatever, but it did come on. I did end up watching it and really enjoyed that as well. I am a fan of Ilya Rozanov. I think he is hilarious. He tickles me. His humor is so dry and abrupt and matter of fact and blunt. And it's like that's the kind of humor I like anyway. And so yeah, really, and sarcastic. Very sarcasm is my love language. Okay, very sarcastic over here. Like that's just my type of humor. That dry, quick, witted humor. Love it. Anyway, so just basically getting myself prepared to watch that show and make sure I read the book first, because I did want to read the book first before I actually watched the show. And so that was fun. So I'm just getting that. I used some alphas that I've had in my stash for a while. I actually ended up picking them up. They're illustrated faith. As I said, if I can link them below, they will be below. I don't know if they even still make them. I got them a long time ago when those, I can't remember the name of the store, but they were like Christian faith based Bible stores or whatever. Anyway, they had a lot of stuff on when they were going out of business. They had a lot of stuff like that on clearance, and so I just picked up a whole lot. I mean, like clearance, like they was like 50 cents, 90 cents, or something like that. And so I picked up what I could find from the ones that I went to. And so yeah, I got a few of those alphas. I got numbers, everything, and I like the way they look because they're so funky and disjointed and all different sizes and everything like that. I enjoy the um, eclecticness of them. There's another word that I want to use, but it's not coming to me right now. So anyway, getting my dates down, and now I am finally writing my entries and getting that done. And after this, I will show you what the ghosting looks like. That's another thing that I said in my last entry, because I didn't show you last time what it looks like as far as using the pilot Kokuno. I'll show you what it looks like on the other side if anybody's interested in picking up this pen and wants to see what it looks like on the other side. Now keep in mind, this is the Chic Sparrow personal size, and they do have if I'm not mistaken, it is Tomoe River paper or Sanzen paper, whatever the new Tomoe River paper is, so you'll know what you can and can't do with it. I am attempting to try. I want to see, you know what, I should show you guys what it looks like in my Hobonichis when I use this. I don't use a medium nib typically. I'm using my fine one in my media log. So yeah. Anyway, I'm getting my entries completed and everything like that. And then I want to go in and of course fill in some color for the dates there. And then I will stamp the dates. And that pretty much wraps this up. As I said, I will show you what it looks like on the other side so you can make that judgment for yourself as far as the pen goes. And yeah, and I will, once I'm finished filling in the color here, of course these are like acrylic mark, and of course I have to dip my finger in it. These are acrylic paint markers, so I do go back over and make the lines a little more black or make them pop off the page. Like I will re-stencil it so it's like, so the paint is not bleeding over, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm getting all over the place here, so I'm going to end it here. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. I trust that you all have been safe and well, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye! Hey y'all, before I get out of here, I just wanted to come on because I told you in the last video that I would show you how the pen looked on the other side as far as like the ghosting. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. And as I said, it's kind of like heavy ghosting, but it doesn't bother me because I typically end up, because of the color that seeps through, end up pasting two sheets together anyway. So, but if it does bother you, then this is probably not a pen you'd want to go with. This is the Pilot Kokuni, I think. Yeah, so it's a fountain pen. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Peace out.